Hey there guys, welcome to Heroes Tuesday. I am EctoMaster, and Heroes Tuesday, of course, is the day we take a look at Heroes of the Storm, seeing as that's the day that they usually update things. And last week, we got a brand new hero in Li-Ming, or Li-Ming, I'm probably saying it wrong one way or the other. So, what is the Hero Spotlight? This is where we take a look at her skins, her abilities, and her talents. Now I'm going to do the absolute best that I can, because my allergies came back in full force. I know, it's like, last week, I went like the entire things, hardly coughing or anything, and sure enough, they come back like halfway through the week. So I'm going to do the absolute best that I can. Let's take a look at her skin. So this is her base skin. Just kind of get a 360-degree view. She does have two alternates, of course. One's a little more auburn, redhead. Kind of like that. Not too bad. Nope, no. And then one more blonde. Level 10 is her master skin, so a little more ornate and a little more dangerous looking. Of course, up changes to that. They don't follow the previous again. That drives me nuts when they do that. And then last but not least is Star Princess Li-Ming. Li-Ming, she is $9.99, or you can get her as part of the bundle, the Star Princess bundle. Haven't gotten that yet, but hey, I might. Comes with a specific mount as well. Let's see. You can only get it in that bundle, so. Anyways, let's look at her abilities. She is a ranged assassin, and her difficulty is hard. She's a little tough to play, but a lot of fun. So her QWE. Q is magic missiles. Cast magic missile attack the darkness. She's 20 mana cost with a 3-second cooldown. Fire 3 missiles toward an area, each dealing X damage to the first enemy hit. Arcane Orb, it's a 50 mana cost with a 10-second cooldown. Fire an orb that powers up as it travels, dealing X damage to the first enemy hit. The amount of damage dealt is increased the further it travels, up to about 3 times the damage. Teleports, 30 mana cost, 5-second cooldown. Teleport a short distance instantly. That's exactly what it is. Her trait is Critical Mass. Getting a takedown will refresh the cooldown on all of your abilities. Now this one is very, very powerful with her first heroic, which is Disintegrate. Because if you kill somebody while using Disintegrate, you can cast Disintegrate right away again. And if you kill somebody while doing that, you can cast Disintegrate right away again. It can be very, very devastating. It's an 80 mana cost, 20-second cooldown. Channel a powerful beam dealing X damage over 2.5 seconds to enemies while they are in it. The direction of the beam changes with your mouse cursor position. And when they say changes, I mean instantly. It's fast. It's quick. Moves as fast as your mouse can. Wave of Force is the second heroic. It's an 80 mana cost as well and a 20-second cooldown. Knock away all enemies from an area and deal X damage. So now that we've seen her abilities, let's look at her talents. Now, the build that I'm going off of, and hopefully I'll remember to leave the link down below, is from Of Clan Murray, and we've seen his before. It's OCM's Li-Ming, or Li-Ming, whatever, rank 1. So, it's the highest voted build on Heroes Nexus. Level 1. I have liked, as we go through this, we're going to see that they're all kind of, all of her talents are geared specifically towards her. There are no deviations, you know, like typically we see like Bolts of the Storm, etc. I'm hoping that Blizzard does this more and more. I like it when they do. That the talents are specifically for that character and it doesn't really go to another character. It's not copied. So I hopefully they'll go down the line and do that for all the characters. That would be really nice. Anyways, let's look at her level 1, so as soon as you get into the game. You have Astral Presence. Your mana regeneration is increased by 100% while below half mana. Power Hungry. Regeneration Globes restores 100% more mana and grant 10% ability power for 20 seconds. Force Armor. When magic missiles damages an enemy hero, you gain a charge of spell block, reducing the damage from your next enemy ability against you by 50%. Can hold up to 4 charges, can only gain 1 charge per cast. And then Aether Walker. If you've taken damage in the last 5 seconds, teleport costs no mana, and its cooldown is decreased by 2 seconds. Now for this build, it says to go with Astral Presence, which is very nice. Level 4, you have Charged Blast, a basic attacking a target enemy hit by a magic missile does an extra X damage. S of Johann, when an arcane orb damages enemies, they are pulled towards its center. Triumvirate, if arcane orb hits an enemy hero after traveling at least 80% of its base range, the cooldown is reduced by 7 seconds. And Dominance, takedowns restore 25% of your maximum health. For this build, they recommend to go with Dominance. Level 7, we have Seeker. If 3 magic missiles hit the same target, the third one deals an additional X damage. Zai's Vengeance. Arcane Orb does an additional 25% more damage to enemies far away, but will deal 25% less damage to enemies up close. And Calamity. Teleport does X damage to enemies near your destination. For this build, they say to go with Zai's Vengeance. Level 10, it says to go with Disintegrate, which I would recommend no matter what. Level 13, you have Cannoneer. When you use an ability, increase your next basic attack by 75% and causes to deal ability damage. Stacks up to 3 times. Glass Cannon increases your ability power by 15%, but decreases your maximum health by 15%. And then Illusionist increases teleport range by 50%, and if you lose more than 15% of your health at once, its cooldown is instantly refreshed. This cannot happen more than once every 4 seconds. That being said, with the build, it says go with Glass Cannon. Level 16, Fireflies, drastically increases magic missile speed and lowers its cooldown by 1 second. Mirror Ball, magic missiles fires an additional 2 missiles. Arcane Orbit. Arcane Orb travels 25% further, doing up to 25% more damage. And then Diamond Skin. When you teleport, gain 25% of your maximum health as a shield for 4 seconds. With this build, it says to go with Mirror Ball. And last but not least, at level 20, we have 4 abilities. One is to increase Disintegrate. That's not what it says go with the build. We're going to look at the 2 others first. We have Tal Rasha's Elements. Your abilities benefit from 20% bonus damage as long as they aren't cast twice in a row. Archon Pure Power. Activate to enter Archon form, allowing you to repeatedly use Disintegrate, but unable to cast other abilities. For this build, it says to go with Tal Rasha's Elements, so that's what you want to do. If you wanted to stay with Disintegrate, you could do Temporal Flux, where it slows enemies by 60%. If you went with the Wave of Force, there's Repulsion, if you want to continue with that. Increases Wave of Force's knockback distance by 150%, and it increases its cast range by 100%. Of course, you could also do Archon Pure Power if you wanted to do that Disintegrate repeatedly. But you can't use other abilities, so that's a little meh. Anyways, guys, there it is. That is Li-Ming. We'll be back next time with the next hero, which will be Zul, the Necromancer from Diablo 2. Once he is released, we'll do a hero spotlight on him. I am EctoMaster. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and favorite below. Of course, share this with your friends. Share it with the world, as I've already done. But share it with everybody you know. And don't forget, I will see you in the next round.